CTV News with Jackie Scantlebury.
Good afternoon. A Lethbridge man charged with shooting a photo radar box has been sentenced to serve 3 years in a federal prison. 43-year-old Adolph Reimer pleaded guilty to the charges back in February. The bullets narrowly missed a young boy in a passing truck. He was released on bail, but violated his bail conditions. When officers tried to talk to Reimer, he sped off in a car, almost hitting one of the officers. He was also charged with resisting arrest, assaulting a police officer, and dangerous driving. Reimer also pled guilty to those charges. When Justice Derek Redmond handed down the sentence today, he spoke to Reimer saying, "Your actions showed disregard for the safety of anyone but yourself. They were highly cowardly, and you had no concern whatsoever for anyone in the public." A psychiatric report revealed that Reimer is clinically depressed and suffers from alcoholism. Reimer spoke after the sentencing, saying he was very grateful no one was hurt seriously, and "I truly hope this time will somehow help." Reimer has asked to serve his sentence in a BC penitentiary so he can be close to his 3 children. Justice Redmond also approved a compensation order for the city of Lethbridge to replace the $45,000 photo radar box, and Reimer also must pay $2,500 to the family of the van that was hit for the cost of the repair to their vehicle. Meanwhile, RCMP have charged a 63-year-old Hayes resident with sexually assaulting a minor. The man can't be named to protect the identity of the victim. Mounties released the man under conditions that he wouldn't contact the victim and would not have any contact with children, anyone under the age of 18, unless they're with an adult. The man will make his first court appearance in Taber January the 10th. And Calgary police are asking for help finding a missing woman who has ties to Lethbridge. 29-year-old Lin Zhang was reported missing in early November. She's an international student from China who used to attend school in Lethbridge. Police believe she was in Calgary before she was reported missing. Zhang is Asian, 5'3", 150 pounds. She has black hair and brown eyes. Anyone with information is urged to contact Calgary police. And Lethbridge police are looking for a missing teenage girl. 16-year-old Chanel Umperville was reported missing after not returning home. It's believed she may be headed to Manitoba. Umperville is described as Aboriginal, 170 centimeters tall. She weighs about 59 kilograms. She's a thin build, medium length hair, usually in a ponytail. If you have any information, please contact police. Well, the Vauxhall family is making a heartfelt plea. Sometime Sunday night, a Christmas deer lawn ornament with LED lights was taken from their home on 6th Street North. The cost of the deer is only about $75, but that's not the issue. To the owner's 4 young children, the deer is priceless. The children, who are all under the age of 7, are quite upset. The owner is asking for the deer to be returned to his Vauxhall home. If you have any information, please contact Taber Vauxhall RCMP. Well, temperature-wise, Dory, not that bad, and we are going to see a lot of sunshine over the next several days.
Yeah, we are. We've got an area of high pressure, several areas of high pressure actually, that are lining up to move into southern Alberta. Our temperatures will be on the rise. The sunshine, the amount of sunshine we get will be on the rise as well. So things are looking good. Temperatures are looking nice for the weekend. That's what everybody wants. I'll have all the details for you coming up in a couple of minutes.
We'll stay tuned. Thanks, Dory. The man heading up efforts to help Lethbridge's airport reach new heights has stepped down for health reasons. John Hamilton resigned from the Airport Enhancement and Marketing Initiative after nearly 2 years of service. The former WestJet executive became the Airport Enhancement Director in 2010. He led an initiative that continues to work at increasing business at Lethbridge County Airport. Economic Development Lethbridge staff say the airport contributes more than $200 million to the local economy, but it's underused. Hamilton has been trying to convince more airlines to expand service to southern Alberta.
He's been out, I know, talking to airlines, looking at ways that can work. These are long-term decisions. Airlines have big investments in what they're doing, and so he'd been out going to conferences, networking and meeting with people. I think there were a few things in the works that will impact the next direction.
In 2010, the county and city set up the Airport Enhancement and Marketing Initiative to last for 3 years. In January, members will update the county and city on the direction of the initiative for its final year. Well, the chair of Social Housing and Action in Lethbridge says progress has been good on the city's 5-year plan to end homelessness, but more work still needs to be done. The 6th annual Bringing Lethbridge Home Awards Luncheon was held this afternoon. The banquet recognizes community organizations who've made significant strides in helping end homelessness in the city over the past year. And this year's recipients were the London Road Gateway Project and the Dallas. Stan Mills says it's important to recognize groups who help in the progress, but points out there's still a big job ahead.
There's always big steps, always more steps. We have come a long way right now. We've gone over halfway towards our goal of 1,000 homes in 5 years, even though we're almost halfway to the end of that 5-year plan. And it's always a challenge every year to find new projects and new people that step forward. So it's important to keep rolling, keep looking, and never rest on our laurels.
The city has just passed the halfway point in its 5-year plan. Now, local heritage advocates are trying to prevent Lethbridge's historical resources from crumbling. Members of the Lethbridge Historical Society say demolition of the Chinese National League building has shown that people care, but often aren't sure what they can do to help save heritage buildings. They say it's sad to see historical buildings end up in the landfill. They spoke today at the Southern Alberta Council of Public Affairs, hoping to raise public awareness and prevent the loss of other historic buildings.
Our story is of a pioneer community that started with coal and developed into an agricultural area. So our history is much different than the East or in other countries. But we still need to save it to make us unique and different from every other city in North America.
When you look at the survey done on historic buildings in Lethbridge, it's like 25 binders, 3-inch binders showing all the heritage buildings, any building over 50 years old in Lethbridge. There are a lot of them, but the thing is, it's very easy to lose them. And if we don't keep on top of it, they'll be gone before we know it.
The Chinese National League building was demolished last month when supporters were unable to raise the money needed to repair and restore the structure. Well, it's the season of giving, and you can honor a loved one by donating to the Chinook Regional Hospital Foundation. The hospital is launching its annual Lights of Hope campaign. Through December, you can make a donation to the hospital in honor of a loved one. And with every donation, a light will be put up in the atrium of the hospital. All of the money received will go towards equipment and special projects to help patients and improve health care in Lethbridge.
It's always great. People come by and donate in memory of someone that they've lost, people that are thinking about others at Christmas time, just in lieu of gifts that you would normally give. They're donating to the hospital.
You can make donations a couple of ways, either by going to www.crhfoundation.ca or by calling the foundation at 403-388-6001. A Tabor Hockey Club is being featured on national television this weekend. The Adam Chiefs will get their turn in the spotlight during Saturday night's Hockey Night in Canada. Kayla Carr reports.
The Tabor Adam Chiefs race onto the ice, ready to make their television debut. The group will introduce the Ottawa Senators and Vancouver Canucks game during Hockey Night in Canada Saturday. They filmed the segment on Tuesday.
1, 2, 3, go.
The team entered for the chance to be on the show at Scotiabank. They were chosen from over 3,000 entries.
It's good exposure for the kids. Tabor minor hockey gets kids excited. They want to perform and practice as hard as they can, so it's a good experience for them.
9 of the players were given speaking roles. Some nailed their lines right away, while others needed a little more practice.
Stay tuned, because
At one point, the team even called the famed Hockey Night in Canada host by the wrong name.
Tabor, Alberta, live to your host, John!
Yes, it's Ron McLean, not John. Despite the nerves, the team says they had a lot of fun, and this is truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience.
It's awesome coming to be on TV. I was excited, and it was going to be lots of fun.
It took about 2 hours to shoot the 5 segments. Here's a sneak peek at one of those you'll see on Saturday.
Stay tuned. Hockey Night in Canada is next.
Kayla Carr, CTV News, Lethbridge.
See, it's a lot harder than it looks. Hockey Night in Canada airs 5 o'clock on Saturday. To the markets now, where a lot of down arrows for the day. Here are the closing numbers.